know about sexual predators and things like that. I mean,
you are one.
All right, I was going to say that. But
So now Ghislaine Maxwell is talking and ready to cut a deal. But a deal for who?
And she's also been subpoenaed by the Oversight Committee. I think this is great. I do have a feeling that she just might be a victim.
You know, of all of Trump's monstrous crimes against women, immigrants, African Americans, and of course the Constitution, there's no doubt the most heinous is his lust and assault on vulnerable young women. And of course, that's not some crazy allegation from a loony lefty. For the record, I am a loony lefty. But the evidence is there and it's everywhere. And the final legal nail in Trump's Pentagas coffin is this person, Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell was convicted and sentenced to 20 years for sex trafficking of minors. For starters, that's a bullshit sentence. She was the one who procured the young girls with the promises of acting, modeling, and meeting important people who would change their lives, which was true, but not in the way they thought. And now Maxwell has been transferred from a low-security facility in Tallahassee, Florida, that housed men and women, to an all-women minimum security federal prison camp in Texas. This after her and her lawyer answered questions from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche for 9 hours over 2 days. For the record, Todd Blanche is a straight-up, legitimate, hard-working prosecutor. I'm just fucking with you. He was Trump's personal attorney until Trump gave him that gig. So everyone wants to know, what did Blanche ask her and what did she say? Well, now we're hearing from one of her attorneys, and the news ain't good.
Yeah, when anybody who's represented by a lawyer who knows what they're doing goes in and meets with the government, there's always a quid pro quo. You don't just take your client in and say, let me talk to you about something. They wanted information from, hypothetically, anytime the government wants an information from a citizen, the citizen says, well, I have a right to remain silent. If you want me to give up that right, I need something in return. Usually it's a plea bargain. Usually your charges are going to be lowered and your exposure. Why are you laughing? I've done that for 35 years.
You just admitted to a quid pro quo with this.
But that's how the whole system works.
Would
The
this
whole
have
system
happened
works on a quid
before
pro
or
quo.
after the interview? Arthur, would this have happened before or after the interview? Would they have said to her, we're going to do this interview, and in exchange for it, you're going to go to this other prison?
The truth is, Abigail, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that question. I don't have knowledge of when that decision was made. But usually for me, because I did not walk Ghislaine into that particular proceeding, but before I go in and meet a prosecutor with my client, I say, fine, she'll come in and tell you Van also was involved. But before she points the finger at Van, I want some assurance from you that she's going to get a benefit.
For the record, okay, well, that's not really a surprise, but it is a peek into Trump's strategy. His lawyers know the truth. They know what Maxwell knows. They know the testimony of 2 women who were 13 when Trump sexually assaulted them, and they know these basic facts. If they can keep Maxwell quiet, if they can destroy the files and the tapes.
Yeah, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims.
If they can make this go away, all of the other Trump plans to halt the elections and stay president could come to fruition.
And they say, we don't need him. Freedom, freedom. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator.
And hey, look, let's be fair, even though no one else is. Let's say one person alleged Trump was a pedagast and maybe one person was lying. But 28 women have alleged he attacked them. Jean Carroll won her rape case against Trump in court, and there are tapes and images like this.
ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
And this. Can you imagine a president of the United States signing the breasts of an underage girl? And then this from author Michael Wolff.
I know that these pictures exist. 2 of them with topless girls of an uncertain age sitting on Trump's lap. I remember Steve Bannon said to me, if there were ever photographs, and this was specifically related to the Russian investigation, Trump would merely say, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Fake news.
And I think that is probably true. I mean, why? I mean, this hasn't been pinned on him yet. Why should it now be pinned on him? But no, and listen, I have seen these pictures. I know that these pictures exist, and I can describe them. There are about a dozen of them The ones I specifically remember is two of them with topless girls of an uncertain age sitting on Trump's lap, and then Trump standing there with a stain on the front of his pants, and 3 or 4 girls kind of bent over in laughter. They're topless too, pointing at Trump's pants.
And as bad as MAGA voters might be with their racist and misogynistic missives, sexual assault on children, maybe that's the line that they won't cross that we've been looking for the last 10 years. Maybe, but there's a lot here to parse. Let's start with this. Why are we ready to believe Maxwell, who seems ready to say or do anything to be released from jail? Prosecutors don't offer deals to criminals for secondhand information that exonerates their suspect, unless, of course, the suspect is running the investigation, which Trump is. And then, of course, if Trump were as innocent as he proclaims, why would he be offering deals to this monster? I mean, she lured these young girls into Epstein's claws. Why would Trump say this at her arraignment?
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and so a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly.
How fucking weird is that? I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell is a monster, of which all her victims attest.
This woman is a monster, okay? She's somebody who would go to recruit the little girls for Jeffrey Epstein. Anybody who's got a child in summer camp right now, she would go to the summer camps to find them. And then she would groom them so they would feel comfortable with him. And then she would abuse them and he would abuse them. That's who the Department of Justice decided to talk to today. So when you're dealing with a monster, you can cooperate a monster, that is possible. The first thing they have to do is say, I did it. I'm guilty. I admit my guilt and I'm going to help you make a case against other people. To date, we have no reason to believe she's done that. She's always maintained her innocence. That's why she went to trial. Under oath in a deposition, she said there was no sex trafficking operation. There was no conspiracy here. That's why she was charged with perjury. So unless she comes in and says, I did it, I'm guilty, and she's not going to do that because she has an appeal pending before the Supreme Court. So I guess maybe the rules don't apply to Ghislaine Maxwell, and Todd Blanche just wanted to ask her about other people, knowing that if she doesn't admit her own guilt, she can never be a witness against anybody else at a trial.
Come on, look, Trump knows that she is the key to his future, and he the key to hers. So when this lawyer says there's a quid pro quo, I want to know what the quid and the pro were.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. It's something I'm allowed to do it.
It wasn't just the prison transfer. Blanche reported through a leak that she never saw Trump do anything untoward toward the underage girls. But why do we believe her and not the victims? And the birthday card that was released. Trump says he never signed the card, but compare the signatures.
He did not sign it, so I take the president at his word. I don't think the Oversight Committee is going to invest in looking up something 22 years ago. We're going to look.
So you're just going to take the president at his word that this is not it.
What does it have to do with anything?
Really, dude? Why is it important? Look, Trump lied about ever being on Trump's plane or island.
In 2021, as part of Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, it was revealed that Donald Trump lied about riding on Epstein's plane. He actually flew on it 7 times.
And why can't we see the files? What's going on?
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would. I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office. It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
A truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. It's a new day. It's a new administration, and everything's going to come out to the public.
Look, I know you're thinking the same thing I am. How do these Republicans sleep at night, protecting a monster who is apparently capable of anything? I want to ask Amy Coney Barrett and her fucking Jesus and government bullshit how she justifies this. But I already know the answer. The quid is power, and the quo is whatever he wants.
Goddamn right.
Are you not entertained?
It's sitting on my desk.
Who are you talking to?
I could be a stupid person.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 13 years.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Do you have no shame?
I'm sorry, man. You're a nasty person.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
It's not fair. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.